Welcome to the channel, and today we're going to be running solo Alpha Manticore. This boss is honestly very easy to run. You need your 2 Stegos, you need your 2 Velos, you need some med brews, food, and very importantly, you need a Pyromane to be able to handle the heat of the arena. Let's get into the boss fight. Now you're going to notice I'm making sure that the Velos are on ignore group whistles because yet again, while I'm whistling the Stegos in this boss fight, I don't want to have to worry about them running off. Now you're going to notice I'm positioning the Stegos off to the left-hand side by the bridge. The goal of this is to essentially have the Stegos stop any of the rock golems or any of the death worms from getting out to the Velos. For a lot of this fight, you're going to notice that the Manticore is flying around. Try to get your shots in where you can, but there are a lot of times where it goes past those pillars that your shots aren't going to register on your target. You'll notice at this point in the video I've repositioned to the back of the arena. The reason why I do this is because when the Manticore does land, it does have a knockback effect. And I just don't want it to push me over the edge and cause myself to be in a situation that's unsafe. Now when the Manticore lands like this is your opportunity to get in there and do some damage. As soon as the Manticore lifts off the ground, that's when I'm going to go back to taking care of these death worms, just to essentially make sure that I'm still in a safe position up where we spawned in. Again, the Manticore has landed. I'm walking over to the Manticore. I'm making sure that I get a good angle and I can burn as much damage into it as I can. You'll notice one of my Stegos did fall down, so I've whistled for the Stego to follow behind to make sure they're together to keep mate boost. Now at this moment, you're going to notice the Velo starts attacking on its own. I unfortunately forgot to put the Velo on passive and it was on attack my target. So I'm quickly changing that, moving it back out of the danger zone, and jumping back on to do more damage. Again, I'm just taking out the death worms when I know I can't hit the Manticore because it's too far away. It's just giving me something to do while I wait. As the Manticore landed, I again got in a good position with the Velo and started burning in as much damage as I could against the target while it's on the ground. Switching between the Velos to make sure that as one is recharging its stamina back up, I'm burning down the stamina on the other one. You're going to notice the green poison effect that's happening. You want to make sure that you and your Velos stay out of this. Don't worry about your Stegos. They're going to be fine down there. But this can knock out players, and it can definitely knock out Velos. Again, it's landed on the ground. Set up in position. Do as much damage as possible. As it's flying around, it's really hard to get those shots to register. Now that the Manticore's health has gotten low enough, you're going to notice the rock elemental spawning in around the arena. Don't worry about these. You're not going to do a lot of damage to them on the Velos. They're not going to do a lot of damage to your Stegos. Really, at this point, because the Manticore is low, your focus is the Manticore. You'll notice at that point, one of the rock elementals tried to throw a rock over at my Velos and then kind of de-aggroed from me and moved over to the Stegos. This is going to happen. This is why we're staying up here, because all of those rocks should bounce off the ledge and you don't have to worry about taking damage. The Manticore back down on the ground, we're going to finish him off. This is a really easy boss run to do. As you're going to notice, our Stegos took about 10,000 to 30,000 damage, which really isn't a lot for 160k Stegos. You get a good amount of element, and you don't really have to worry about anything while you sit around in the background. One tip is at the end of this fight to make sure to move the element over to any of the tames in the boss arena to make sure that you can bring it with you, because you're going to ascend after you leave this arena. In case you don't have the tames needed to run this boss fight on official PvE servers, please jump into our Discord, open a ticket, and we'll try to get you some eggs for the Velos and the Stegos from today's run. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. We really appreciate it, and we got more content on the way.